Good morning, everybody out there in internet land. So welcome to another exciting adventure with Heather's Ventures. So, I haven't made a video in the last couple months because I've been going through a lot of transitions, but I'm ready to come back to you and begin to continue our process. How's that? So I am now in the camper for the winter because the cabin is only insulated in one room. So I have a propane heater there for nights maybe that I want to be inside for a little while. The animals are coming in and out from the camper to the cabin, which is where we would have been for spring, summer, and fall. But I moved in there at the beginning of summer, so it's only been since then. So it took a lot of transitioning to get the animals adjusted to the camper after being in the cabin. I don't know what to recommend to anybody that wants to do this kind of a lifestyle. But it is hard on the animals, depending upon how, your animals are, or the way you treat them, I guess. So my oldest cat, Alpha, just doesn't want to be in the camper at all. He'll come in for just like a cuddle, and then he wants to be outside or, in the cabin. So I put a heated blanket on my mattress in the cabin so that he can be warm at night, but we put like a cat door on the cabin door so that he could come in and out at night. And I've got the babies out here, my baby kitties, my two kitties, and my dog who is aging. I thought I was going to lose her about 2 months ago, and she perked up, and so I'm really excited about that because, I had a lot of concerns, about me choosing to live this lifestyle, and I hadn't really processed how it would affect my animals. So I was taking on the guilt, for that. Because it really can alter your animals' feelings and the way that they look at things. They're like little people, that just think on a different level. And so it was really hard for me. I doubted myself, and I wondered if it was the right thing that I did. I mean, I knew ultimately it was the right thing to do because the landlord was so terrible over there, and to a lot of people, and I just couldn't stand for that sort of thing. So I got out of that vibe completely, which was actually a stepping stone into this new lifestyle. And I've doubted myself quite a bit, but I've been able to overcome. And it's been really cold the last, I don't know, maybe month or so, where it gets down into the teens and the 20s. That is cold for me. Sorry, because I'm kind of like a wannabe tropical chick. And so the little heater that I'm using is great for the camper when I'm at about 40 degrees Fahrenheit. But when it gets down lower than that, you need a second heating element. I have a big feathered duvet on my bed here. You can see ladies here. And this big feathered duvet, this is an animal cover. And then this is a big duvet cover that my mom gave me. And I don't know, my mom's incredible, and she's done a lot of amazing things with interiors. That was part of her life for a while, and she likes beautiful things, and so she gave me this, and I would have never been able to afford this feather down, and it really does keep me warm at night. But it does still get nippy. I'm wearing, this is like a neck warmer. Underneath this I have a sweatshirt on, And then I have 2 layers of thermals on, long underwear. So that's like tops and bottoms. And then wool socks, and then, you know, a pair of wellies, or, you know, kind of rubber boots that I tromp around in. And then this is a North Face jacket that my aunt gave me. So so I'm pretty warm, you know, but it does get nippy, and I've cried a few times, you know, and said, oh my gosh, you know, it's so cold. And then 10 minutes later, after I feel sorry for myself, I realize I have to get back up and go again, because, you know, I've got responsibilities to these other critters, my family. Yeah, so, and I don't have a partner, you know, so I mean, I am my own partner in crime. So yeah, so so it's interesting. But I was gonna wait till spring before I started posting again, and then I started realizing, no, actually I should be walking you through a lot of the stuff that's happened to me, what I'm doing, how I resolve it, and giving you some more information, and instead of just jumping into, you know, our movements, you know, as far as where we go, because every day brings a new adventure, and every day there's a new venture, a new Heather's venture, and it might be helpful to other people. So it's almost Christmas now, and I just wanted to get on here and say hello, and hello to my new subscribers. I'm so grateful to you guys. You know who you are, and I'm just starting out on this journey, and I'm going to be making some more videos. I'm going to be doing some more posts. I'm going to show you how I heat my camper, how I have it set up, you know, and how you make the most out of 20 feet. You know, be 22 feet if you add the trailer hitch, but 20 feet standing, you know, without going around and adding on things and what have you, because we are plotted here for the winter. And I saw a video on YouTube the other day that I thought was really interesting, and it was about a girl who was living in her car, and I mean, she had this little tiny build, and it was really small, and she loved it. And I thought, man, I really need to open up my eyes and my mind to how other people are doing this and stuff. You know, when you get kind of frustrated, or you're like, oh my gosh, what have I done? There's always somebody out there that's doing it, that might even be doing it smaller or doing it bigger. They have different concerns, and really everything just depends on your attitude. So, you know, it's not just you out there. And I think I've grown a lot. There's been a lot of ups and downs emotionally, being 57 and wondering, you know, what am I doing with my life? And, you know, all this kind of stuff. You know, I even have these things because I'm a human too. I have taken a couple online courses. One was in a Master Tarot reading course, and the other one is a resolution therapist, soul therapist. I just took that course too, as I'm thinking about going into life coaching. I think that, you know, you can understand people and their problems better when you go through them yourself, and when you can admit, you know, hey, I've done that. And I think that experience helps you to have compassion on others, or for them to have compassion on you. So we're all out here just making the best of it and doing the best we can. So I want to keep positive, and I want to keep you informed. So if you haven't seen me before yet, hit subscribe and follow me on Heather's Ventures. I also did something to my hair. I cut it. I could show it to you. I don't know if it's that easy to do at the moment, but I went ahead and shaved the sides here of my hair and behind, and I've still got a little ponytail, but I wanted to, obviously my hair looks like I don't have any right now because I've been in a hat, but I was really tired of wearing a hat and having, like hair all around me and all this. And so I got rid of some of it and did a kind of fade. So anyway, so I am alive and well, and I'm sending out my love and best wishes for all of you. And I will be back with more posts and more photos, and we'll talk more about things that are important to the heart and to the journeys that we make in our lives. So until our next meeting, which will be soon, peace out, and I love you all. Have a beautiful day, and don't forget to count your blessings. Okay, bye-bye.